Hello, my name is Saci Lloyd, and I'm going to be reading you a bit from my book called The Carbon Diaries 2015. It's a book all about climate rationing, and it's told from the viewpoint of a 16-year-old girl in London, and so it's detailing everything that happens in this year. And the bit I'm going to read is towards the end, November the 29th, when there's a huge storm that hits Britain. So here we go. Sunday, the 29th of November. Laura, Addie was shaking me. Wake up! Look at the news. There's a storm coming. What? A storm? An offshore wind generating site's been destroyed and a ferry sunk off Scotland. It's heading right for us. I struggled upright on the sofa and stared at the TV. They kept repeating the same weather warning over and over. The light was flashing on the answering machine. It was from Mum. She must have called while I was asleep. Just checking in on you all. I'm out, but Nick, can you call me? I've just heard about the storm. Can you make sure to take the girls down to the cart building? They'll be safe down there. I dialed her number, but got no answer. I tried my dad. I tried my sister. Nothing. The networks must be down. I don't know what to do. Addie wants to take me to his place, but I want to wait here for the others. He jumped up. All right, I've got to go and tell my family what I'm doing. The door slammed behind him and all the lights flickered in the house. I'm scared. Monday, November the 30th, 6 a.m. I woke up again on the sofa. It's bad. At 1 a.m, the first sea walls on the Northumberland coast collapsed. Gigantic waves smashing homes into rubble. 12 dead in a town called Alnwick. As the storm came down the coast, the waves just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Scarborough 27 dead, Grimsby 30 dead, Cromer 40, Lowestoft 60. It's on its way to Southend, and then it's the Thames estuary, us. The sea is pouring in everywhere. All the poor animals drowned, thousands and thousands of them. The army is evacuating the coast. Laura! The sound of footsteps coming down the hallway. Dad. He ran into the room. Oh, thank God! I couldn't get through to you. Well, I'm here. Dad let out a deep breath. We've got work to do, Laura. When we got outside, we could hardly stand up for the wind and the driving rain. Jeez! Shouted Dad. The storm hasn't even got here yet. There were about 20 people gathered in the street and more streaming out of their houses the whole time. Someone stood at the centre of the group. People, if you wanted to leave, you should have done it by now. I warn you, the roads will be hell with no guarantee of safety at the end. This storm will be on us in a couple of hours. No telling if the barrier will hold. The safest thing to do is to stay. And if you believe that too, then we've got two main jobs. Number one, we've got to move everything important in your house upstairs. And second, we need to sandbag the whole street. Bring out every sack, every bin liner, every bag, everything you've got, and then get digging. We've got to fill them all. At midday, the storm hit. I was part of a digging group down by the railway tracks. We could hardly move, the wind was so fierce. And then suddenly there was a sound like a shotgun, boom, and a massive branch slammed down right next to my head on the line. Arthur wiped the rain out of his eyes and peered at his watch. High tide in 30 minutes. If we can get through that, we might be all right. Somebody get a radio up and running. At 5, the first reports came in. The barrier had held. Bad flooding. It was so close, the river rose right to the top of the embankment in Victorian Chelsea. Everyone shouted and cheered and hugged each other. Don't stop now, shouted Dad. It's not over till the storm's blown itself out. As if to prove the truth of his words, a wicked burst of wind ripped a chimney stack off Arthur's roof and sent a pile of bricks crashing to the ground. At 1 a.m, Dad has gone down to look for my sister and my mum, and I'm sitting cross-legged on my bed. It's the only space left. Everywhere stacked up with tins, blankets, boxes, medicine. I can hardly write. My hands are cut and trembling, but we've done it. The whole street, wall after wall, is lined with 1/2 metre of sandbags. Mum left a message pinned to the front door saying she's helping out and for us to go down to the warehouse if there's any trouble. I'm so tired, I can't stay awake anymore. And that's it. That's the end of the Carbon Diaries 2017. If you want to know what happens next, you better read December. Goodbye.